Nowadays, a phone, it's not just a phone. It's also used for pictures, emails, surfing the web, even paying your bills. But how can you protect yourself in the event of a lost or, even worse, a stolen phone? So joining us now with ways to protect our smartphone, Mike Geek is senior editor for Consumer Reports. Mike, so many people, they lose their phone, they get stolen. What can we do to help protect our smartphone?
Well, you can start by protecting, locking the screen down with a strong password. That's the gateway to all those things you just mentioned. I know a lot of people like to type 1234000 if they use any kind of PIN at all to lock their screen. Use, in this case, just pick a 6 to 8 digit a passcode with a mixture of letters, numbers, and symbols. Those are going to be very hard to crack by an identity thief or a phone hacker.
But it still seems to me that people just don't do it. I know you did a study and you found that I'm not alone. So many people don't protect their things. Why do you think that is?
I don't want to say laziness, but a lot of that is, well, they don't know. For example, here's one other thing we suggest people do is use the Find My Phone app. But it takes some doing to activate it. It's not on by default, which is why a lot of advocates are calling for a kill switch and all that. All the phone platforms have this Find My Phone feature that have two major benefits. One, if your phone is lost, you can find it on a map. It uses the phone's GPS. But more important, if you realize it's not coming back, there's an option to erase your phone remotely. But to get that going takes a few steps, and a lot of people either don't have the time or aren't even aware, because it's not in front of them when they buy the phone. They're available, they're free services, they're available to all people. They come from the platforms themselves. Apple has its own, and there's one for Android users. Windows Mobile has its own Find My Phone app, and they all do the same thing. They help you find the phone on a map, you know, if you misplaced it or it's nearby, and two, they let you erase everything on it. The other thing you want to do, a lot of people, the phone isn't actually stolen, it's just lost because you forgot it somewhere, you forgot it in a taxi cab, or you left it at Starbucks, and even though there's a small chance an honest person may actually find your phone. And if that's the case, you want to make it easy for that person to return the phone to you. So we suggest a very low-tech but a very effective way of doing that. Tape your email to the back of the phone. Use small letters. You don't want to make your beautiful, expensive iPhone look ugly, but put something so that they can send you an email and you can make arrangements to safely retrieve the phone. When your phone is missing, though, despite all these things, you have to take other steps.
That's true. You have to go back to the way life used to be for a little bit too, and that's not always fun. Let's just say that we are lucky enough and we actually find our phone after it's been lost. How can we restore all of our settings?
Well, if somebody brings your phone back, it's better to be safe than sorry. You should perform a factory data reset. You can do that in settings, but you really want to erase everything just in case that kindly person returned the phone installed some malware on there, keystroke trackers or any kind of spying software. You just want to be safe, and you perform a factory data reset. The good thing about smartphones is most of the information on a phone is safely stored in a cloud anyway. It's your email address, your email accounts, Amazon, even banking. It's all somewhere else, and when you log in to them, you get that material back. The items you really have to make special arrangements for backing up are usually the photos that you take with the camera on the phone. That usually requires an extra step, and we recommend several cloud services that people should look at. Again, these are free usually for the first few gigabytes of storage, but when you're snapping pictures, a copy, or taking videos, a copy goes up to the cloud, so that's good.
Mike, thanks so much for your tips, and if you want more information, just head to our website, mymassappeal.com, a little bit later today.